Alright, so welcome back. For the fourth part of this project, we're going to make the little menu system we created go back up. So how do we do that? Well, it's actually pretty simple. What we're going to do is we're going to extend all of our frames out so that they last a bit longer. So I don't want to make keyframes for all of them because sometimes those can get hairy working with all those keyframes. Go over here to frame 80. For my actions window, I'm going to go ahead and create a frame. Actually, we can create a keyframe here. So insert a keyframe for your actions window, or your actions layer. For the label, you're going to create a frame for that for now. For the transparent button, you're going to create a frame for that because we're not moving that. For the main button here, you're going to right click and create a frame for that. And then for the pull down menu, we're going to create a keyframe for that. Okay? And let's work on the animation part first, just like we did before. So all we want it to happen is have this go back up. So I'm going to click at the last part here, and I'm just going to click on the drop down menu, make sure I have my transform tool selected, go back here. Now remember, I'm holding Alt, but you're more than welcome to put this up here. Whatever's easier for you is fine. I'm going to hold Alt and just drag that back up. There. Alright. And then create a classic tween so that it fades up. And I'm going to also ease it, so just click somewhere in the middle and ease it out to 100. Okay, and then the other thing that we can do here is, I think we did this in class as well, is I can actually have the alpha at 0 when we start out, just to make it look cooler. Let's click on it. Oop, let's see here if I can get there. There we go. I can go over here to color effect and have the alpha start at 0, which I already did, and then have the alpha come to 100. So what happens is it kind of fades in, and then as it goes back up, I can also put the alpha at 0 here. Let's click it, see if I can get the picture. Go to styles here and change the alpha to 0 there. And so it kind of has a cooler effect. It kind of disappears away as it goes into itself. Alright, so there's that. And what we want to do next is have it so that if I take my mouse out of here, this will go back up, right? So we want it to stay here. We want this menu to stay here while my mouse is on it, but when I leave it, you want it to go back up. So we're going to make another invisible button, or a transparent button, but this time we're going to make it the shape of this outer area, so that as soon as the mouse goes over it, it will disappear. So let's do that. We're going to go over here to our rectangle tool, and we're going to make several rectangles here. So we're going to make our own new menu, or new layer. Call it transparent button again, except I'm sitting at a weird angle here. Transparent button outer or something like that. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to my tool here. I don't need it really rounded as I had before, so let's see here if I can get the options up for that. There we go. So I'm going to zero out that. I don't need it to be rounded on the edges anymore. And I'm going to draw the box like this. I'm going to draw a box here, 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 and here. Now I remember some of you were having some trouble with this. For some reason your shapes were kind of acting funny. My advice to you is just click on each of the shapes, hold shift. Mine is okay right now, but I remember your shapes were kind of filled weird. So if you have like these come up as individual boxes, just click on one and then hold shift and click on the other, and hold shift and click on the other, and hold shift and click on the other until you have all your boxes selected. Then you're going to right click and go to break apart. And once you've done that, you're going to do that. You may have to do it a couple times. What will happen is you'll get this dot, these dots on your fill. So I've explained that to you. You should be okay after I explain what I'm saying here. You should remember from class what we did. But just make sure that they're all separate. And then once I've done that, I'm going to right click and convert this to a symbol. It's going to be a button, except it's going to be my pool, or let's see, what should we call this one? Let's see, button up. I forgot what I called the first one, but name it as something appropriate that we named our first one. Let me go check. Actually, it better be. What did I call it? Oh, pull down menu animation. That's what I called it. Okay, so let's convert this to a symbol. Pull out menu animation. That way I'm consistent there. It's a button. Push OK. And if I double click it, I can do the exact same thing. Just take this keyframe, move it to hit, same as before. And if I go back out of here, it's going to become transparent. And I can assign actions to it. In fact, I can assign the exact same action, except this time I'm going to have it play a different part of the movie. And the part it's going to play is going to be right over here. So all I need to do is create a label for it. So let's insert a keyframe first. Otherwise, you can't create a label if there's no keyframe. And I'm going to label it menu up. All one word. Now these names are just suggestions. I'm not the king of names at all by any means. So if you have a better idea of a better way to name it, go right ahead. I'm going to go ahead and go to the actions for my pull out menu. And here I'm going to type in on, roll over, open curly bracket, close curly bracket, go to and play, in quotation marks, menu up, close parentheses, semicolon. Let's give it a go. And I already know we're going to have a mistake, but you'll see what it is in a second here. So okay, so this part works. This part works. Let's see what happens when I go out of it. Oh, it did work. Actually, what should have happened is I was thinking of putting a stop action here, but I decided not to. I guess it worked because... oh yeah, that's right, because it goes back to frame 1 here, and it has a stop action there. So I guess it doesn't matter. So yeah, there we go. So there's part 3. That's how you make your pull out menu or pull up menu, and that's it. So we'll come back for part 4.